I've been in construction for over 35 years, and I've seen it all. And I've fixed it all. Come on, let's go. Oh, my God. And the best part of it, here's the tricky cut. I get to teach my son, MJ, everything I know.
Pull the trigger, get the blade going, let the blade do the cutting. You stop growing. Sorry.
Love you, man.
Love you too.
I have learned a lot from my dad over the years, and now we're taking this to the next level.
Holmes,
Holmes,
why don't we go into business together?
that's a good idea.
We buy houses and, staying within a budget, renovate them right.
We'll get houses market ready for buyers who appreciate a quality built home. We're gonna make it right together.
We are. We're taking this series to a whole new level as my son Michael and I take a deeper dive into the construction issues we face during this renovation. We will provide you, the viewers, with even more valuable and pragmatic takeaway, as well as never-before-seen footage. So let's make it right with Homes and Homes Retooled. Now that my son and I have gone into business together, we're heading out to the country to check out a potential property to buy, renovate, and sell. This looks really good on paper. It's in the country.
Okay.
I mean, this is perfect for families that are looking to move out to the country. It's 5 acres, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a garage, barn.
Holy crap.
It's just over $900,000, almost $1 million.
It's a lot.
This area, if fixed right, is asking $2 million.
Wow.
It's on well, it's on septic, normal in a country home. It's kind of rough looking,
It's a jungle.
hidden by all the shrubs.
Yeah.
Big double-car garage. I kind of like it.
Yeah, let's check out the property.
Nice foyer.
Yeah, it's a good size.
I like the powder room.
It's nice to have for guests.
I like the size.
That's very big. It's a bit dated, but not bad.
Yeah, this is definitely
Load bearing.
structural, correct. This makes for a big dining room and a possible bedroom. 2 big windows, love it.
That's great.
So far, this is looking pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Small bedroom, lots of closet space.
Barely fit down this hallway. It's so narrow. It's just like tight, tiny, narrow hallway.
It is really tight.
Yeah. This is a great size house. However, there's a lot of wasted space. There's a lot of tiny rooms, a lot of tiny hallways, a lot of closets. We should open this sucker up.
You can see that this was the original front door.
Yep.
Okay, this is probably just a little niche that they put in.
It's a niche his own.
Oh,
Oh, that's a nice room.
this is the old living room, and I can tell, you can see right in the corner over there, the way the drywall comes around. It's poorly done, but they turned it from the living room to a bedroom. So the master's a fair size. Oh, I would have kept it bright.
I do agree.
Basement?
Oh my God. Water problems.
Yes, had some flooding, which is going to make the home a little less desirable to buy.
Yeah. We definitely have to see what it looks like on the outside.
We may need to dig the hole outside.
Waterproof it.
There's 20, 30,000 right there. Buying a house will likely be the biggest purchase you make in your entire life. So, when you go to an open house or a private showing and you walk around the home, what do you look at? Most people focus on that sexy quartz countertop and the beautiful hardwood floors.
Look at the table. I've never seen anything like that before. Wow.
That's human nature. That's the bling, I get it. But you also need to look past the finishes and get a sense of the actual functioning of the house. Turn on the hot and cold taps in the bathrooms and the kitchen to test the water pressure and see if there are any issues with the pipes. Make sure kitchen cupboards and drawers open and close properly. Do the same for the windows to make sure they're square, plumb, and true. If there's condensation and peeling paint around windows, there could be moisture issues, and that could eventually lead to rot. And don't walk past the utility room. That's the lungs of the home. Ask the realtor the age of the furnace and write down the make and serial number so you can look it up later to figure out if replacement parts are readily available. There should also be a sticker on the furnace showing the last time it was serviced. Take a look at the electrical panel. Is it 100 amps or 200 amps? Is there available space on the panel if you plan to do renovations? I always recommend getting a separate electrical inspection done along with the home inspection if you're serious about the property. Of course, all the eye candy is going to attract the most attention in a house. But if you do your due diligence and take a look under the hood of the home, you'll save yourself money and headaches down the road. We already know there's been a water problem on this property. That doesn't make me afraid.
Yeah.
But it does make me look for things.
Is this a sump pump back here?
That's what I thought it was.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ooh.
Oh my God. That means they got major water issues here if they're putting a sump pump outside. One of the cons of this house is the fact that it's got 3 sump pumps and it's still experiencing water issues.
So they've worked extra hard to stop the water from coming in, telling me it's not only flooded once, twice, 3 times, possibly more. This could be an awful lot of money to fix. Every house tells a story. The biggest issue here would be the water infiltration that is getting into the basement. How's it getting in? What do we need to do to fix it? How much is that gonna cost?
So this property goes way back.
Yes, 5 acres. Imagine all this space for a family to entertain and for kids to play.
Oh, crap.
Let's look at the shop. The barn, really overgrown. Yeah, baby.
Wow.
Think about what we can do with this.
You could have a fully functioning shop in here.
If it's a concrete floor, I'll tell you right now, value goes up. Because now the man comes out here and goes, oh, you know what I can do with this?
Or the woman.
And the woman.
I try and put myself in the shoes of the buyer when looking at any property. I see a detached garage and a barn. I could have a workshop or a man cave or a woman cave. That is a huge plus for this property.
Every guy and girl will like it. Let's talk about the pros and cons. Pros, garage, barn, house, property, all big. Cons, solving the water problems, big money, big dollars.
Yeah.
Total renovation, got it. New electrical, new plumbing, new furnace, new.
There's a lot of money that would need to go in this.
I think this is a really good buy.
I'm very methodical, where my dad jumps in with both feet and says, you know, let's tackle this, let's take this on.
Relax, it's all gonna be okay. When a deal comes across your plate, you need to get a knife and fork.
Well, our plate is going to be full because we are now the proud owners of this country house. We purchased this property for $929,900. Our construction budget is $400,000. This includes a 20% contingency. Our projected asking price will be $1.7 million, leaving the business with an estimated $370,000 in profit. But we can't have a successful reno business without an ironclad plan.
What I did was I had the architect draw up existing plans. I think I've got a really good idea.
Then I think I've also got a really good idea.
What's the smartest thing we could do with this bungalow?
Partial
A middle
second-story addition. Did we just?
Really?
Yeah.
Where in the middle?
I'm thinking like right here.
And do what with it?
Master bedroom with a walk-in bathroom and walk-in closet.
Did you really just think like I did?
Yeah. This is gonna be a good partnership after all.
So, our agreed-upon plan is to add a partial second story to the existing bungalow.
New stairs going up separates the sleeping area from the bathroom and the closet.
That is a massive master bedroom on the second floor. Then downstairs on the main floor, we walk in, we have a nice big foyer.
We remove the center wall to give us a beautiful open concept living room and kitchen dining room area with a floor-to-ceiling fireplace in the corner. We're going to lose this wall and have a big U-shaped island here, so you benefit from both areas.
Move that powder room into the office and have a closet at the front door.
I like that.
We've now moved that second bathroom over just enough to make it bigger to accommodate a family. Standing glass shower, nice big bedroom in the back.
Nice big bedroom in the front leading out to its own private deck. Outside, we'll have a beautiful deck from the front door all around to the living room at the back of the house. clear away all the brush tight to the house.
This works.
Yeah, let's fix this country home.
It's demo time. We're going to do a full gut of this entire place.
We gotta go in the crawl space because we want to take a look to see how it's insulated. Do we see anything wrong?
If there's any mechanical issues.
So rock, paper, scissors?
All right, let's see who's going in. Rock, paper, scissors.
Damn. Ah, yeah! I won. You gotta go.
Oh, you can fit in here.
No.
Woo. Oh, man, this is gonna be tight. Oh, this is ridiculous.
So this is not a very deep crawl space.
No, it's not. I'm gonna have to go military style.
What do we got, 2 feet?
Yeah, roughly 2 feet.
Is there insulation on the whole perimeter?
Yeah, as far back as I can see. Spray foamed.
On the outside walls, a 2 pound or half pound?
Oh, it feels like 2 pound, so that's good. We've got a quality spray foam on the foundation, which is nice. Oh, it smells terrible down here.
Why does it stink down there?
I wish I knew.
I want him to go down and see it for his own eyes, but I also have to go take a look. Who makes small spots like this to get in somewhere? I'm stuck. So we gotta go in the crawl space because we want to take a look to see how it's insulated. Do we see anything wrong? I'm stuck.
He's stuck.
Are you kidding me?
Somebody get some butter. Oh, yeah, that's a trooper.
Oh, man, does it ever stink down here?
Yeah.
Like, really wrong.
It's like rot.
Like animal?
Actually, it could be animal rot. Oh, what is that? Something liquid. Looks like it could be something I don't want to crawl through.
We got lucky with this particular crawl space, although it didn't feel like it when I was wriggling around down there. But it is insulated and has a concrete floor. Most crawl spaces found in older homes are unheated and not insulated, which can then be a breeding ground for mold and mildew and a potential source of heat loss. What happens is the colder, denser air in the crawl space pushes the lighter, warmer air in the house into your attic. If your house isn't insulated properly, you could be losing heat through your attic, not to mention the fact that you'll have a very cold floor beneath your feet. And what is the end result of all this? Utility bills go up, energy efficiency goes down. So what can be done with the crawl space? One option is to make the space a part of the warm area of your home. But first, make sure you have a furnace that can manage that extra load. If there's a dirt or gravel floor, it will need to be covered with a strong vapor barrier that should be overlapped with taped seams. Venting needs to be closed off and the foundation walls must be insulated. A heating duct and cold air return will balance out the air exchange to and from the crawl space. The other option is to contain the crawl space as a cold zone. In this case, you must be sure to have insulation under your floor and that any pipes or ductwork down there is wrapped with insulation. The space will also need proper ventilation, with 2 vents on either side of the cold zone. So, while the crawl space is often thought of as an out-of-sight, out-of-mind area of the house, it should be dealt with before potential mold, moisture, and heat loss issues become front and center.
Oh, God. It's a baby boy! 210 pounds.
Here's what I learned today. I want a bigger hole to get into a crawl space.
Yeah. Here's what we didn't learn. That smell.
Let me guess. What's in the bathroom over there?
Pee, maybe.
Toilet flange? What if the toilet was slowly dripping into the crawl space?
I'm gonna throw up.
The good about this is that it is insulated with what appears to be a 2 pound on the exterior wall. The floor is well insulated.
Structure's good.
Structure is good. Really good everywhere, except the smell, which we can fix.
Well, let's just put this plywood over and never go back down there again.
Great idea. It's very clear that we have water problems in that basement, so we're gonna explore a few different areas to see if we can figure out how this water is getting in.
All right, this was the area that the water kept coming in.
Yes.
What I would like to do is pull all the boards up. All right, we have a 4-inch PVC pipe here.
I see a flex line down there. It looks like they're running the sump to this line. The sump pump's job is to collect groundwater and water from the weeping tile, and it's installed in the basement floor. Now, when the sump pump's full, it ejects it outside underneath the deck. So we want to make sure that connection underneath the deck is done properly.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Let's run the hose into the sump pit and force the water to come out and see what it does.
Fire it on! Fire it on! Oh, yeah, she's really going. How is it, Holmes?
This thing is pouring water back towards the foundation. That's not a good sign.
There's your problem.
Oh, yes. This thing is pouring water back towards the foundation. That's not a good sign.
The sump pump isn't properly hooked up to the drain. It's a loose connection. The fact that this isn't properly done, the water's firing out from the sump pit and pooling in this area.
I am sure that this flower bed is acting as a curb and holding the water in rather than letting it get out.
This is definitely part of the problem.
There's a lot of problems here. The east troughs are really full of crap. That means the downspouts are full. And it's just overflowing, especially when it rains hard. It can't control that amount of water down the downspout. Plus, I'm a little concerned with the grading.
We want to make sure that the grade is sloped away from the house and not towards the house.
So we're gonna pull some front skirt boards and just look at the grading. Okay, it's higher at this end, which is holding back the water. They dammed it. The lowest point is right in the corner. So water's just gonna wanna drive and penetrate to the foundation nonstop, which goes to the sump pump, which in turn runs that sump pump nonstop.
So we're gonna have to pull this deck up and regrade.
Yeah.
That's a big project.
We're gonna have to pull all that weeds and junk out front, lose that garden, redo the deck after grading underneath it.
Now we're clearing the brush away from the house so the water doesn't get trapped at the foundation. Plus, my dad loves to use the big equipment.
You guys want to get in there, grab some of that flagstone and put it in the bucket? Hey!
We need to remove the deck so the scaffolding can go up and we can build our partial second story.
Here comes the rain! A little rain? It's not gonna slow this crew down. Wow, look at that chunk! Holy, nice hunk of deck, buddy! Okay, it's gonna slow us down a little bit. Just a little bit.
John, jump out of there!
I'm out of here! Oh! I'm soaked. Everyone's soaked. Fly! Oh, no. But we'll work it out. Okay. What a mess. Today we rip off the middle section of the house and the second story addition starts to go up. Rip the roof off this sucker.
Clear below!
Is your dad gonna put all this in the bin?
It's his birthday today.
Oh, jeez.
It is my birthday. It's like just another day. That's all it is. It's not a big deal. I'm turning 54. I'm still young.
And nobody can deny.
Thank you. All right, go back to work. I am gonna try and go to my boat, but until then, we got work to do.
So many people are involved, and finally to see the structure happening and know that we're going to install LVLs and flooring next, that's exciting. An LVL is a laminated veneered lumber, strips of wood that are pressed and glued together and acts as a structural beam. So when we glue 1, 2, 3 of these together, it's even stronger. Help them out, Rob.
Let's go.
Got it? Yep.
All right, we ready?
Ready?
Yep.
Because we're putting a second story addition on the house, we want to make sure that it's structured properly and that we don't have any point loads underneath. Look at that. We want to keep the first floor open concept. That's why we're using the LVLs. They are load bearing. LVL number 1, the triple is going in. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
The LVL's in place, the second floor walls go up. With things looking up at the country house, We now turn our attention to the septic system and leaching bed for the property.
Because we're adding an addition and more square footage to the house, we're gonna have to replace the septic tank to a bigger holding tank.
An efficient septic system is essential. A set of drainage pipes carry wastewater from the house to a septic tank that is buried under the soil. In the tank, the liquids settle above the solids. These liquids are called effluents. Bacteria breaks down this waste. Once the tank is full, the liquid goes through a filter to a series of evenly distributed pipes surrounded by soil and sand. This area is called the leaching or weeping bed. Bacteria continues to break down the effluent as it moves through the pipes. Once the liquid is released, it soaks into the soil and then becomes part of the groundwater.
We're gonna have a soil engineer test the soil to show how much, let's say, drainability the soil has.
We do have paperwork that states that the leaching bed and the septic tank were replaced, so we should be good.
So hopefully it's not clay tile and that it's PVC pipe.
We don't want to see clay tile.
No, it could be cracked along the way.
Okay,
I'm digging.
okay, let's dig.
I'm digging. See anything?
Not yet. Holmes, why don't we hand dig it a bit? All right, just so we don't crush anything?
There it is.
There it is. I got bad news.
It's clay tile.
It's clay tile.
Oh my God. Oh, I got a bad feeling.
There it is.
There it is. I got bad news.
It's clay tile.
It's clay tile.
Oh my God. Oh, I got a bad feeling. So, what do we find? Clay tile. So it was not replaced.
No, because the building code would have said it should have been PVC at that
Perforated.
time. Yeah.
Clay pipe is no longer code.
What you're saying is we're probably gonna have to replace this weeping bed.
Yes.
That's your gut.
That's my gut.
I need to use the washroom because my gut's not doing so well right now. I gotta dig down 3 feet beneath the existing tile, pull out that tile, put in new tile, approximately 30 feet by 60 feet of new weepage.
Sorry.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Thanks. Guess it's not your fault.
Yes, it is.
While this is a real setback, we have contingency built into our budget, which will cover some of this extra leaching bed expense. Unfortunately, our plan to upgrade the barn is now dead in the water. That's a huge disappointment, but the build must go on. On a more positive note, the trusses are going up.
Looking good, Paul.
Thank you, sir.
This is gonna work out perfect. I can see it done.
It is.
There we go.
Trusses are up, sheathing's on. Now, my dad and I meet with Andy, who's come up with a possible kitchen design for this country home.
So, this is the view from when you walk into the door.
Very nice. No walls.
Right.
So you walk in the door and you see the kitchen.
I actually do love that. I would never go blue. There's something funky about it.
Nowadays, people are doing very blue kitchens. So, nice dark blue with gold handles and a gray countertop.
I actually love that. Oddly enough, I really like the blue color in the kitchen.
My eye's drawn to the island. It really takes advantage of the open concept and gives space to accommodate potential buyers.
You have a lot of seating area.
So, a built-in double oven, I like that. Very practical for a busy family, plus a large fridge and plenty of counter space.
And I do love the sink in front of the huge windows looking out to that backyard. So if you are doing the dishes, you can watch your kids or your guests.
That really brings the outside in.
You have lots of storage.
I love that there's lots of cabinets. What does every family need? More storage. And this kitchen has that. It even extends to the front door with a little seating area. I love this kitchen. Picking out new appliances can be exciting, but before you get overly impressed by all the bells and whistles, there are many practical issues to consider. If you're upgrading to a heavy-duty appliance, you also need to account for the extra ventilation that will be required to vent out all the additional moisture, fumes, and smells. I like to buy energy-efficient appliances myself. They cost you more, but they'll save you money in the long run on your monthly bills. Many modern appliances also have smart features that can be connected to your phone or your tablet. One feature I love is an app that connects right to the manufacturer. So if your appliance breaks down, they can run a diagnostic on it so they know what the problem is even before they come to your home. That just makes good sense. How many times have you left home and second-guessed whether you left the oven or burner on? Well, with most smart ovens, you can turn the oven off with an app. That's a huge safety feature. So, if you take the time to do enough research, you'll have functional, smart, energy-efficient, and cost-effective appliances.
My dad and I have some important decisions to make about the exterior facade of this country house.
Here's what I see, Mr. Holmes. Existing brick on this side, so we'll take the spray cork, spray over the brick, will complement the full stone wall all the way up. I'd like to see that front gable match the front gable over the front door with the type of siding.
Okay.
I don't like the idea of any stone or brick on the other side. I think it should be full board and batten, complement the colors all together so it doesn't look like a mashed potato sandwich.
I love the idea of going full stone all the way up our new addition, but I want to do a stone skirt across the front of the house here and then have the board and batten on top. That way it ties in nicely to our new addition and not make the new addition stand out like a sore thumb.
No, I can't see it.
I
Why?
can. I think it's a must.
I don't.
There's a new generation here, and you don't even hear my opinion.
I heard your opinion.
You
Doesn't
don't.
mean I agree with it.
You can't even see what I'm talking about because you can't picture it.
I see what you're talking about, but I disagree with it.
I think it's going to tie the house in a lot better if we have that stone skirt there,
Why?
because it complements this new addition. I feel very strong about this, that we have to do that stone
I'll
skirt.
bet you $1,000 right now, if you see what I see, you will go, "Pfft, my dad was right."
That's just saying, I bet you $1,000 that if you had my opinion, you'd agree with me.
No. All right, we got brick to take down, we got work to do. To be continued.
While my dad and I dig in our construction heels concerning the exterior of the country house, I turn my attention to transforming the two-car garage into a desirable man cave or woman cave for potential buyers. A couple of weeks ago, my dad and I came up with a few ideas.
Stud it,
Insulate it,
drywall it,
put a furnace in.
2 new doors, but make sure you can bring your cars in.
Okay.
Can you picture this done?
I can.
Now that the drywall is up, we're going to put cork spray on the interior walls. Cork spray is a green alternative to stucco. It is mildew resistant, lightweight, and flexible, so it will not crack or peel. It also provides a thermal break, so homeowners will save money on their heating bills. The best part is that cork spray is a renewable resource. The bark from cork trees, which regenerates every 9 years, is harvested to make this product. Once the cork spray dries, it's time to put the finish on the floor.
We're not just gonna build a garage and leave it just as a garage space. We're gonna go the extra mile and finish it properly.
We're using an epoxy, which is a durable resin that cures onto the concrete and makes it easy to clean because we want to make sure that it works for any potential buyer.
If there's one thing my dad and many other homeowners have in common, it's cleanliness. So with an epoxy floor, once you water it down, wipe it down and clean it, it's very easy to keep clean and maintain that cleanliness as opposed to a concrete floor.
While the epoxy dries, my dad says he wants to continue our discussion about the exterior of the house.
I was thinking about your point of the stone skirt. So I am totally against the mid-stone skirt.
Okay.
But I'd be open to the whole front wall being stone. Addition, stone.
That could look nice. Okay. Now we're working like a team.
Okay.
As fall approaches, we need to close this house in before the cold weather hits. We're ready to prep our metal roof by adhering a waterproof barrier to our sheathing.
The roof underlayment is an ice and water shield. It's an extra layer of protection that we think is crucial. Minimum code states that you need to ice and water shield the first 3 feet of your roof, and then you can tar paper the rest if you want. What we're gonna do is we're gonna ice and water shield this entire roof, not just part of it, to ensure a watertight home. While the roof underlayment goes down, my dad and I are meeting with our key trades.
I've asked everyone to come in today so we work together rather than separate, HVAC, plumbing, and electrical. Bring everyone in, let's talk, let's figure it out, and let's move in that direction. We have a really big bathroom here.
This is the door here. So Najee, what are we thinking here? A 3-piece, 4-piece?
We have the space here, so we might as well use it. Let's go 4-piece.
I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree.
I knew that was coming.
And I'm gonna explain why.
Yeah.
Just because it's a big bathroom doesn't mean we gotta cram it full of stuff. I know there's a tub upstairs with a shower. Do we really need to put in 2 tubs in a house?
If these are bedrooms right over here, and you have kids, you don't want to take your kids from this floor to the upstairs to bathe them.
Bingo.
You want to bathe them in the bathtub that's on the same floor. Sorry.
He's right.
Logically, that's what you want.
We need to be ready for anyone to buy this.
All right, when it comes to the shower, all glass.
Put a nice big rain shower head.
Yeah.
Put a separate shower head coming off of the wall. For women, a lot of time women don't want to wet their hair when they're showering.
Well, apparently, Najee had a good point about women, that not always they want to wash their hair. Clicked, I'm like, you're right. I've seen that. They wash their hair every 3 to 4 days due to keeping the natural oils in it, blah, blah, blah. I wash my hair twice a day. So now that we visually know this, let's go upstairs.
Break. All right.
Okay, let's do it. This is the exciting part. You come up the stairs, it's open rail. The whole second floor is the big master bedroom. This will be the ensuite. Okay, back to layout and design. Let's start with the thought that there's a tub here.
What if the top gets sit on an angle?
Are you talking about like a clod tub?
I have that problem on my place. I got a corner tub. You gotta jump in the tub, 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
To clean it.
To clean around.
Let's eliminate that idea of a clod tub in here. I think it's time that we can do something different. You would assume right away with these windows, we gotta put a tub here. We don't. Let's throw that out the window.
I was thinking maybe we put the shower over here.
It's not bad, no one can see you.
Imagine that, showering, looking out onto your backyard. You're talking about stepping outside the box.
Toilet, full shower, full glass walls, keeping it open concept. Eliminate the tub. We have a tub downstairs. Okay, this is great because we're using our imaginations. I'm going to extend the size of the furnace room. It gives us options of putting a laundry room there. What's with the water? I've got a totally wet corner there. I've got a totally wet corner here, and I can see it at the bottom of the block.
Foundation.
No way. This didn't leak before. Oh, no. I've got a wet floor. This shouldn't be happening. Don't tell me I gotta dig the front.
Water is getting in.
Do we have any other areas where we're getting moisture in, other than this wall?
The brick was taken down. Michael points out, it's only this section. You know, why is it only this section? Click. The brick came off. It's open to outside. It poured 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And it was driving rain. The brick was pulled, which makes it open to the weather.
Getting in through the top of the block, filling up.
And it came down the wall.
Yeah.
We need to close it up. Okay, good. We can solve this. I don't have to dig the foundation. But did it scare me? Oh, yeah, it did.
With the potential crisis averted, we wrap up our walkthrough with the trades. We've made several key decisions about layout, so it's been very productive. Now, it's time to install the double sump pump in the basement. The way it will work is, we dig the pit, line it with the gravel base, and insert the pump. If the pit starts to fill with water, a pressure sensor is activated on the sump pump that turns the pump on. The job of the pump is to move the water out of the pit through pipes that run away from the house to a lower grade area where the water can drain away from the foundation.
There we go. So once the groundwater does come in, if there's a thaw, if there's a heavy rain, we're not gonna have any more problems with water down here.
Now, I shift my attention to the man cave because all of the items the boys and I sourced for the garage design are starting to arrive, so now we can put it all together. This is exciting.
We're fortunate enough that we have a nice big garage, so we have a lot of space. So I'm thinking of an area to hang out, but I also want this garage to be very functional.
Today is the day I actually reveal this space to my dad.
We've put in a lot of work, still quite a bit to do, so better get to work. This is going to look awesome. I know, I'm excited. Yeah. Knowing my dad, he's gonna be looking for mistakes and dirty surfaces. I think we've covered both of those.
We've taken a tired and dated garage and turned it into an updated and appealing man cave or woman cave. We've added beautiful new siding, energy-efficient windows, remote control garage doors, and a metal roof that will last 50 years.
I know, just like when I was a kid, I wanted to impress my father. I know that my son gets excited to show me that he has the ability, but at the same time, I think he gets nervous, too.
Yeah, I'm a little anxious right now. And I think it's time to go get him.
The man cave in the garage is complete. Time to show my dad.
So, what do you think?
It's my kind of garage.
Nice.
It's awesome.
We have our entertainment zone and we have our work zone. I know you're all about zones, so that's exactly what we've created.
I like it. I love the floor. Looks like you can walk on the moon.
We went for a darker color epoxy on the floor, so I wanted to keep this neutral and what I think would be practical for a potential buyer.
It's durable. It's easy to clean. It's actually a floor and not just concrete.
Exactly.
And you got a lift.
You can bring your car right in, drive on it, change your oil, change your tires, whatever you need. I think any family coming out from the city to the country is gonna want a workshop. Lots of cabinets for storage. I can have my friends over, watch the game, play some music, have some fun. This is a cool garage.
I kind of like your thinking because rather than trying to sell it empty, you give them an idea.
Yeah.
Because the garage is actually big enough, it's deep, it's wide, it gives that opportunity to have a work area, have a play area, and don't overdo the play area in case you want to move things to bring a second car in. That, I believe, will be appealing to anyone in the city that wants to move out to the country. Good move.
Next to the fireplace. Who doesn't love cozying up to a fireplace, reading a book?
And keeping your garage warm.
Exactly.
I like this layout. This works.
This does work. Wanna go sit?
Yeah.
We want anyone who's coming from the city to see this garage and know that there is no stone left unturned, that they don't have to do anything once they buy this property.
Good job, guys.
Well, cheers to the garage.
To the garage.
I am thrilled with how happy my dad is about this garage space. That's a win for me.
Look, our favorite show's on.
Is that like the fireplace channel? This guy just stares at you? Well, cheers.
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 Well, it's on to a new day as my dad and I head up to the master bedroom to discuss flooring options.
You know, I thought a lot about this. I think everyone loves hardwood in a new home, but let's do hardwood downstairs. Hallways, carpet in every single bedroom.
What?
It's smart. I want to do it.
Carpeting the master bedroom is a big mistake. I mean, we're making this the showpiece. Let's put a second-story addition in a home, but you know how we're gonna save money? We're gonna put carpet on the floor instead of hardwood. Said no one ever.
Next time on Homes and Homes, we have a very special visitor.
Our good friend Sarah Richardson's coming by. He's very opinionated.
No, I'm not. Drill away.
A little deeper.
There's an open permit on the barn.
What?
Somebody dropped the ball here, and this is really getting on my nerves. You want to see it?
Absolutely, I do.
Like, look at this. This is stunning.
This is what the country is all about.
Wow.
This is beautiful.
I like the overalls. Is it Halloween?
I want you to crawl up into that hole, and as a prank, we're gonna scare Derek. Self-leveler's done. Oh, you're coming up. Rob's sitting down on the job again. What the? Okay, I'm good.
Why don't we go upstairs, because I want to show you the bathroom. It's a really big shower stall. I'm thinking of husband and wife upstairs. And again, like you trying to cover both sides.
Conserving water. We're thinking about conserving water.